defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
South Carolina.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's right on the line.
There's so much right on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. He uncorks one deep. He's got it up to 30. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Let's go. Right. Double, double. Here we go. Ready? Check, check. Back to the ball. Let's go. Back to the ball. Let's go.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Sellers. The throw to the outside is complete. Time to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Timeout call here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Got him working for 1st. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7 lead. Caught behind the line. It's locked in. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming in with a huge lead.
I feel like the defense needed that stop. Already giving up a touchdown early in this football game. They put another drive together. A great job blowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The kick is on its way. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, give on the inside. Running wide open down the field. The 20, inside the 20, and he got away from the defense and touchdown. Touchdown, South Carolina. Boy, did he just scorch that defense, Benson.
He shows you all the parts. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give the ball and find different ways to kill you in different plays.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point. No problem. That one's going to go to the star on the side of the face sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. There we go. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker through the offensive coordinator because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Motion from the back. disposal with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Van Buren. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. If he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and pop out. Good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU Bengals.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the right thing.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. From the gun, running back on the move. Looking for more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Here's a hit. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Good timing on the quick out.
When you run this out, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know if I start slowing down, find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch. Way to keep something in bounds.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down. They're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. All across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense running on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Line of change now on second and long. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
It's so important this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Watkins. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. The give. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wide open space. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Run in the red zone. It's Barry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel in the field. Some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out. It's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game, good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football. Nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long. Just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. You got to take care of the football. Put a nice drive together and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploring.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Green. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air, it's Van Buren. Big screen to the speed route line. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down. What a good gain on that play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
First and goal. Let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down to the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on third down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again, or give it to their running back in space and see if they can make something good happen.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This defense obviously came into this game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waiting for him to pull that football, and you saw their ability to get hats to the ball quickly.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got it in the middle. It's Harper. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in the crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. Fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Harper. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Harper. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
And the Gamecocks will have it first and 10. It's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Full wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Let's it fly! It is incomplete, and now they're on 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And that's a really positive end to the first half. Driving down the field, putting that drive together, using all the clock, and most importantly, getting the 3 and tying this football game up.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots? Who's going to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Gets over. Aims for grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's James. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push, you just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass and incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy in too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lockett. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Handoff from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to middle. And this one will be stopped for the game.
Great team defense on that play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. To the air, it's Van Buren. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback.
passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
A first down for the offense. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's James.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 38 after a gain of 5.
Like the quarterback making the decision, I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO. And just let my guy get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The Gamecocks with the first and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go. Ready?
Motion from the back. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Fourth down.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. They'll try to sneak it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great job by the defense there on fourth down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the kid.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On the ground, it's Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think
15-yard gain and a first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle.
And I kind of like how they run it back in this way. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it. Everybody wants that, but the defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays up the middle.
Ball with the sideline, it's James. How about the Zimbis Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down? He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Takes the grab.
My coach said you never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grant behind the line. It's Brown. They make the start of this passing game does some damage. They move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs like their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Floats it out in space. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
So I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running in between the tackles. He's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. And off from the shotgun. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it up to 25.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Over the middle, it's James. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Get set.
In the backfield, it's Harper. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Now trying to get it in. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Harper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the back. He hauled that one in.
football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. And they'll get him down inside the 5, and this offense powering toward a score.
And after that completion at this juncture of the game, if I'm the quarterback, where is my best one-on-one matchup? I'm throwing this in the end zone on 4th down to win the game. Where do I have a size advantage? Who can win for me one-on-one?
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.